Welcome to Happy Ever After Tales, where every story begins with a spark of magic and ends with a smile. Today's story is called Dobby and the Missing Morning Light. Are you ready? So, let's begin. Gaia woke up in her cozy room, stretching under her blanket with rocket ships. She rubbed her eyes and looked at the window. The sunlight was always there first. It always painted her floor in soft, golden stripes. But today, nothing. Only a cool, gray stillness. Gaia frowned. "This doesn't feel right," she whispered. Across the hallway, Barty was waking up too. He reached for his plush bear, Mr. Snuggles, and held him up. "Is it just me, or is it darker today?" Barty asked. Mr. Snuggles, of course, did not answer, but Barty nodded anyway. "Yeah, I thought so too. Something is off." He got out of bed and tiptoed to the window. Still no sun, not even one tiny sparkle. "Mr. Snuggles, do you think someone took it?" He paused. "No, nobody would steal the sun, right?" He hugged the bear tightly, just in case. Suddenly, fast little footsteps echoed in the hallway. Tap, 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 tap. Dobby, their gray-blue Cane Corso, appeared between both doors. He looked very serious, more serious than they had ever seen him in the morning. He glanced at Gaia, then at Barty. Then he made a single, deep sound. "Woof!" Gaia leaned forward. "Dobby, do you know what's going on?" Barty peeked from behind Mr. Snuggles. "Is this a dog emergency?" Dobby didn't bark again. He simply turned toward the stairs, tail straight and ears forward, the follow me now posture. Gaia stepped into the hallway. "This definitely feels like an adventure." "A real adventure," Barty agreed. Then he added very seriously, "But we can't go on an adventure in pajamas." Gaia gasped. "You're right. Let's change." They rushed back to their rooms. Gaia picked her soft adventure leggings, the ones with tiny stars on them, and a comfy hoodie. She tied her hair quickly. Barty pulled on his favorite bright t-shirt and explorer shorts. He turned to Mr. Snuggles again. "Don't worry, I'll be back. You guard the room." Mr. Snuggles did not protest. When they came back to the hallway, Dobby was already waiting at the top of the stairs, wagging his tail slowly, as if saying, "Finally." They followed Dobby downstairs and into the garden, but the moment they stepped outside, Gaia stopped. "Barty, look." Everything was still, completely still. Flowers weren't swaying, leaves weren't rustling, even the tiny wind chimes hung frozen in the air. "It feels like time fell asleep," Barty whispered. Dobby lowered his nose and sniffed deeply, stepping carefully through the silent garden. Then he looked back at them as if saying, "Stay close, I found something." Dobby suddenly lifted his head, ears sharp, and trotted toward the old wooden gazebo. Gaia and Barty hurried behind him. Under the gazebo, they found something impossible, a glowing, round opening in the ground. Not dark, not muddy, but shining, like someone scooped out a piece of night sky and left it glowing. Barty leaned in. "It's a tunnel?" Gaia whispered. "I've never seen anything like this." Dobby didn't hesitate. He stepped down into the glowing tunnel, looking back only once to make sure they were following. The tunnel felt unreal. The ground was soft like clouds. The air shimmered like floating stars. Pastel colors moved across the walls, pink, blue, violet, shifting like dreamlight. "This is beautiful," Gaia whispered. and kind of scary," Barty admitted. Dobby kept walking confidently until they reached a warm, golden glow. Floating there was a tiny creature, glowing like a candle flame, but alive. She had little arms, little blinking eyes, and her wings flickered like sparks. Gaia knelt gently. "Hello? Are you okay?" The sparkly creature hid her face. I'm sorry. I borrowed your morning light. Just for a moment, I only wanted to shine brighter," she whispered, her voice tiny and trembling. Barty stepped closer, soft but serious. "But when you take something that doesn't belong to you, even for a tiny moment, someone else might need it." The spark creature looked ashamed. Dobby walked forward, nudged her softly with his nose, the gentlest nudge ever, telling her, "It's time to put it back." The tiny creature fluttered upward and lifted the glowing golden orb, warm, bright, and beautiful. She held it close for a moment, then let it go. The light rose slowly, then faster, and suddenly, whoosh! It shot up the tunnel like a rocket of sunshine. Gaia gasped. Barty smiled wide. Dobby wagged his tail proudly. They climbed out of the tunnel just in time. The garden brightened, petal by petal, leaf by leaf. And then the sunlight returned all at once, spilling across the grass like golden honey. Gaia wrapped her arms around Dobby's neck. "You're the best tracker in the whole world." Barty nodded. "The best." Dobby sat proudly with his chest puffed out, tail sweeping the ground. He was definitely the hero of the morning. Today, Gaia and Barty learned two very important things. First, when something doesn't belong to us, we shouldn't take it, not even for a little moment, because even the smallest thing can mean the world to someone else. And second, every single day holds a little bit of magic, and any day can become an adventure as long as you share it with those you love, just like Gaia, Barty, and their brave dog Dobby did today. You've been listening to Happy Ever After Tales. Good night and sweet dreams.